To Expect When You're Expecting charts the lives of 5 couples going through the highs and lows of having a baby. Its star-studded lineup and the moral of the story, you just never know what to expect.
Pregnancy sucks. Making a human being is really hard. I have no control over my body or my emotions. Scare Bear, I'm sorry. All I want to do is punch you in the face.
Relax, don't do it.
We reserve the deluxe suite.
This is your father.
Husband, he's my husband. A lot of people say that. Well, 2 seconds. That's all I wanted. What's her deal? I thought she finally got laid.
One time.
Yeah. Dude, she's totally doing him.
I knew I was gonna have a rack this gorgeous. I would have gotten knocked up years ago. We're gonna be a family.
One of the stars of the movie, Chase Crawford, is with us now. You just said that actually during your pregnancy you did go a bit bonkers yourself.
I was completely bonkers with Harry. I was better when I was pregnant with Belle. But
Me too. When I was like totally crazy.
You know that feeling.
I know that feeling. Yeah.
How are you with babies?
You know, bad to pretty bad, but you know, I'm learning now because I just have a new one in the family.
You're an uncle, aren't you?
I'm an uncle now. I'm an uncle.
Congratulations.
So yeah.
How much did you know about babies before you got a bit hands-on?
Not really anything. No, because they brought him home, and I was like, you know, she's pretty big for 9 months, and then next thing you know, there's a new human being. It's so exciting. And
You
I'm
didn't
kinda
realise that their heads needed support.
Yeah, exactly. That was what I didn't realize. You know, they can't really support their own heads. I'm like, well, what's he gonna do? What does he do now? You know, and like, well, he sleeps and breastfeeds quite a bit. So it was great. But I love literally. I mean, I get videos and updates, and I just love sitting there watching him. He's just beautiful. You know, it's amazing. So.
But the best thing is you can give him back because he's not yours, and you
I
don't have to do all the hard
zero
bit.
contractual obligations to diaper change, no breastfeeding, and no, you know, I can just hold him, and it's nice. And then
So I assume this is a movie where there are a lot of babies on set.
There were a lot of babies. Yeah, we actually didn't. Me and Anna kind of had a separate thing going. You know, we didn't actually have any baby involvement, but we got to watch Chris Rock and the other guys, whatever they're called, the frontal backpack strap, and like the 95-degree Atlanta heat, like rising off the. They were like dying, but it was really funny.
Well, this is inspired by the books, and of which they've sold 35 million copies worldwide. So you're onto a winner here anyway. If anyone who's read the book comes to see the movie, it's a monster hit.
Yeah, 35 million. That's pretty good. So yeah we're doing
so explain these 5 couples, because they're all faced with impending parenthood, and so they all have very individual stories.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's good. You know, the book was more of like a manual, and so they kind of decided to show, you know, the full spectrum of pregnancy through 5 different storylines. Like one couple can't get pregnant, so they want to adopt, and they end up adopting, and then you know you sort of have the little Miss Perfect pregnancy with Brooklyn Decker, and she has twins, and you know she's everything's all fine, and then you have Elizabeth Banks, who's just dying. You know what I mean? She's trying to make everything look normal, but she's dying. So
your situation is pretty different. You play Marco, and you fall pregnant. Well, you don't. Rosie falls pregnant, and you sort of own rival food stalls, don't you? And so there's this one-night stand, and she falls pregnant. So it's kind of
one night happens, doesn't it? Sometimes, just representing the generation, the young generation, right?
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, I don't know what he was thinking, but he was, you know, he arranged a little bet to where no matter what happened at the end, they were having beers after the food truck night. So they, you know, had a couple beers, and next thing you know, they're in the hood of a car.
And it happens. And Anna Kendrick, who plays Rosie, it was kind of due to her that you even went and auditioned in the first place, because she had already landed the role, and you're a big admirer of her work.
Sort of, yeah, sort of. I think I said that before. She, yeah, I know. I was kind of last one cast, and I heard she was going in for it, and I was like, yeah, get me in the room. I'd love to work with her. She's great.
Well, there's a bit of chemistry, actually, wasn't there? You got on really well.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I hate her in real life, but, you know, we got along really great.
I understand that completely, yeah. What did you buy her for her birthday?
How'd you hear about that? No, because she told everyone. That's right. I took her to... Well, I took her out to dinner first, okay? She left that part out. Yeah, I took her out to dinner, and she also left out the part where the entire crew was there as well at this, you know, Atlanta establishment called the Claremont Lounge. I thought it was just a dive bar. We go down there, and well, it turns out there's a few, you know, it's a bit of a seedy, you know, there's like a seedy stripper side to it, but they're not just kind of normal strippers. They're 60-year-old women, so it was kind of it was kind of like
dance.
kitschy, you know. It's
Yeah,
almost
yeah.
like a thing. I guess you gotta.
You bought her a lap dance.
I bought her. Yeah, I forced it upon her. Really, I didn't want to have anything to do with it. But
And the lady
I was
came
like,
over to
hey,
gave her a lap dance. She
you
was
go.
60 years old,
Yeah.
and Anna didn't want to turn her down in case she hurt her feelings.
Yep, that's true. she was like adamantly like she was like just staring daggers at me. But I always just had a, you know,
Did you have a
the
karaoke
canary
night?
grin on my face. Say it
It was a
again.
karaoke night as well. Did you do a bit of karaoke?
Did we do a? Yeah, we did do a karaoke night down there as well. So I'm.
He's not your stalker, by the way. Suspiciously
Were you there?
not.
Yeah,
Well, the
you down
reason,
there with me?
the reason
Yeah.
I'm going somewhere with this, by the way, because with the karaoke, is it true that you sang for the film, but they actually cut it out?
Oh, yeah, actually, that probably is true. I didn't even notice that. It was supposed to be like at the end. I think they were supposed to do the special credits where we're all...
Okay.
And hey,
Have I just broken that to you?
I'm good at karaoke. Actually, yeah, you just kind of broke my heart, to be honest. But I didn't know because we were sitting there and it's the worst song ever for karaoke, But we had like little earbuds in our ear. And I didn't realize this was going to happen. I thought it was going to be kind of a more natural flow to it. And you have kind of like you have here with the 60 people kind of looking at you. And we're the only ones that can hear the music. And we can't even hear our voices. Yeah, so we're like singing to microphones, but they're like recording it on. So it was really quite painful. Yeah, it's one of the most
So you've got your
painful things.
You've got your premiere tonight, but just very quickly about Gossip Girl, because the final series is
Final series.
Final series, and by the end, will we finally get to find out who Gossip Girl is?
I think that's where they want to go with it. It could be Elizabeth Hurley. Who knows? It could be me. I don't know.
Could it be a boy?
It could be a boy. It could be a dog. For all I know, you know what I mean? Like, someone could be raised back from the dead as well. As it's
So
been.
who knows?
What's that? What is that? Some sort of hint? Are you just? Making...
Actually, you guys might be behind over here. So no, but people come.
So
back.
you've got this series that runs now that you're on with Elizabeth Hurley, and then the next one, the final one that you haven't.
The final
shot
one, yeah, could be like more of like a half season.
Yeah.
In order to kind of make it have more of an impact and kind of like wrap it up within like 11 episodes or 13 episodes or something. So we go back in July, and we might be done by December. Yeah.
And are you gonna? Because you hinted at coming and doing some stuff on the West End. Will you come and do something on the West End? Is that still a dream, even though you got cut from the end of the movie singing?
Now my dreams have been totally killed. Okay, I got to work back up in the karaoke.
Looking good, is it?
It's not looking good. Gosh, I just got to perform in karaoke first, and then maybe I'll come to the West End. Yeah.
Okay.
And my dream shattered once more.
What to expect when you're expecting is out on Friday, but the premiere is tonight at the IMAX in Waterloo. And have a great night.
Thank you.
Lovely to see you.
Lovely to
Thank
see
you
you
very
again
much.
as well.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for having me.
Right, coming up, should Corey Simon live with Peter or Leanne? Should he send